I'm gonna keep it a buck. Like I wish I had more opportunities to express myself as an artist as a child. I wish that people took the negative connotation out for being a creative and not saying like, oh yeah, everybody doesn't make it as a rapper, this, that, and the third. You know what I'm saying? I wish somebody around me would have honed into that, because I probably would have been an artist a lot quicker, you know? So I view that as very important. I feel like, you know, artists has the same intricacy as being a doctor, as being a lawyer. And the more, you know, older people that we find that hone in on those kids with these creative geniuses, you know, I feel like it's just better for society. It gives kids another opportunity, to give kids a third option to have a job, you know, outside of, you know, the things that we being taught to do. So I view it as very important, and I wish, you know, somebody around me would have, you know, tapped into that more for myself. I mean, the business has changed so much since I first got into it. I mean, I remember, you know, being an artist that was solely focused on Dat Piff. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Dat Piff. You know, they changed my life. They changed a lot of artists that y'all see today's life. But now we got new things like Spotify and Apple Music, and like, you know, even the way that we upload videos, even the ability for hip-hop artists to perform on live TV shows such as Jimmy Kimmel and Jimmy Fallon. These things were just, they really weren't even a thing that we focused on when I first started making music. So with that, you know, it's definitely been a fun adjustment, because I feel like every new thing that's been added to what I'm trying to do is actually amplify, you know, the way people listen to rap music. And we seeing some of our biggest rap releases today. And I think, you know, like, as far as my ground, I'm just trying to be a part of that history. So yeah, I seen a lot change. You know, I remember when streaming services didn't exist, when your streams on SoundCloud and Dat Piff didn't even count for no sales. So just to be in that era now where everything counts, you know, for the sales of artists, I think it's a beautiful time. You know, I personally think YouTube is one of the most, you know, effective things that came into entertainment, period. Like, outside of the music business, you see, you know, actors like Will Smith, who's probably one of the biggest of all time, you know what I'm saying, that's involved in YouTube and is really a fan of what YouTube does. But for me personally, I think YouTube has given me, you know, a large amount of fans, because outside of the songs that I make that I upload to be streamed, it's like, if you go on my YouTube, I got this series called Life on the Other Side, where I documented my whole tour history from way before I signed the MMG to past me signing the MMG to certain things that I got going on now. And the fans can follow that growth and see the day-to-day of what I'm doing. They can meet my homies, you know what I'm saying? Even though they may have never met them in person, they can familiarize themselves with certain faces that help me become the artist that I am today. And I think YouTube is very powerful, man. I think it's a blessing. Like, even when it comes to music videos, it used to be so focused on you trying to get your music video on TV. Now it's like, if you do the right thing with your music video on YouTube, you know, you're able to reach more people than you would probably reach on, you know, any TV station. So, I mean, I love YouTube, man. It's a blessing to the game. What advice would I give to artists that's watching this? I think, you know, I would encourage every artist to assemble a good team to being a successful artist. You know, I feel like as an artist, we put a lot of pressure on ourselves to try to figure all of these things out. And really, at the end of the day, you need a good surrounding around you to reach these different, you know, areas that you're trying to conquer. And I think, like, you know, from the videos to the pictures, you need a person that does that. You need a great lawyer. You need an accountant that understands your finances, that knows when it's time to pay taxes and different things like that. And I'm just grateful to have, like, a good circle around me to help me understand that importance as a young age. So that way, you know, even though with the ups and downs that I might experience through my career financially and as far as getting my work to where I wanted to go, we've never had an issue with that. And I think, you know, that all comes down to getting a good team. So I would say, yeah, no matter how dope your music is or how bad your music is, if you got a good team, you know, you can make it work. So just as simple as circle.